So, this is the newer episode of My Hero Academia that's come out, and we are continuing our review of the Vigilante Deku arc. This arc has been so good so far. It's been one episode that I've been into. This episode basically starts off with a bunch of civilians basically chasing after a lady who has a quirk that makes her look kind of like mammalish. I don't know the exact species they're trying to go for, but nonetheless, this scene actually made me really sad as they're all attacking her, and because everybody's just scared and acting irrationally and attacking people with quirks because everything's going down the crapper. So Deku saves her, which was very satisfying, and it was a very great moment, but that scene just made me so sad because she was so innocent, and yet they were just like acting irrationally because they were scared and they were attacking her. So it just shows the state of the way the city is and the state that Deku has to try and protect more than just stopping villains, but also protecting lots of civilians from other civilians. Deku also promises her that he's going to bring everything back to the way it was before, and he promises that he will do his absolute best to make sure superhero society is saved. Then we jump to Endeavor and Hawks stopping crime, and crowds of people just hate Endeavor because of Dabi exposing his past, and everybody wants him to answer for the sins his son has committed and sins that he's committed to his own family and lying. Which was a good scene because even though Hawks is trying to comfort Endeavor, trying to tell him it's not his fault entirely, he still blames himself. He still feels bad, and he feels like he should be doing more, and he's trying to do more, and he's trying to help, and still, even though all this is happening, he's still trying to do the right thing. But this is in fact a very Deku heavy episode, and they do touch a bit on what's going on with Deku internally, as All Might states multiple times he really hasn't been sleeping and he's been obsessive. But just as he's about to give a report to Endeavor, All Might, and Hawks, his phone is shot out of his hands by Miss Lady Nagant, a hired gun from All For One to assassinate Deku, which was a very interesting sight for sure, because it's freaky. She basically uses locks of her own hair into a barrel of a gun that comes out of her elbow and fires it and can create whatever shape or whatever trajectory of a bullet that she can create. She's better than the sniper hero from the first season of My Hero Academia. She's like the top shooter in this show, and he struggles with fighting her a lot in this episode so far. Also, her character design is really well done. Love the hair, love the purple of her overall outfit, and the gun, even though I don't like that and it weirds me out, I still think it's a very unique quirk and a unique idea for a character, a sniper villain. I think that's really cool. The music also builds up great atmosphere in the scene, as you can feel the desperation of Deku in the scene, along with the sinister-like music playing for Lady Nagant as well in this episode. I thought it was a really good soundtrack to accompany this whole episode, and I can't wait to hear more of what they got in store for this Vigilante Deku arc. Hopefully new tracks. While this is also happening, All Might's car also gets bombed, which I don't know what happened to All Might. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's like escaped. I think he escaped, but I'ma just give this show the benefit of the doubt. Also, I don't know what the deal is with her bringing Overhaul in this episode. Maybe she might use him as a decoy, or I don't know if they had all sorts of like agreements or something like that, or she had an agreement to like, bring him to like Aerie or something. I don't know, but he's in this episode. I find that really interesting. Maybe they might do something with that going further along in this arc. Eventually, Deku finds a trajectory of like the bullets coming after him, and that's the end of the episode. It's a very straightforward episode. Not a lot going on, but I don't feel like there needs to be a lot going on with this, as this is an assassination episode where they're trying to go after Deku. It's solid, the story is solid, and it's mostly more setup for the next episode between Deku and Lady Nagant, as things are going to intensify a bit. I don't know why All For One touched her to hire her. I'm assuming that he probably gave her another quirk or a set of quirks, if I'm being honest, so she can even the playing field against Deku. That's my guess, because this is what All For One is known for. But all in all, this was a very solid episode, and I can't wait to see what the rest of this Vigilante arc has in store, because this is also putting into the darker tone of what people say this arc has, and the color palette has changed dramatically. Deku's color of his outfit is ugly green, and it matches with the rainy environment, and this is exactly what I imagine this arc would be, and I can't wait to see what more this arc has to offer going forward. All in all, this was my quick review of this episode. Not a lot to say. Hopefully I will have more to say about next episode. But yes, this was very solid, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Comment down below if you enjoyed this episode and what you're looking forward to going forward in this arc. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. I'm all fresh to this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe today to join the Izellization.